What? What the hell is this? There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it. Uh-huh. Hello everyone, it's time for more fucking doors. Yippee. I think where we left off last time was, this. Yes, not agreeing with Alice's plan specifically. But yeah, we need more bomb deactivation or to continue an ending we started. I don't think we got an ending at all last time. We got a dead end, but that I don't really count those. Yeah, so just mostly more of like getting unlocked stuff for other endings. C'est la vie. No, that's not okay.
Why not?
Because.
Oh no, this is bad. Which door do you want then? The only other choices are A and C.
I thought about it again. If I went with A, then Luna and I would end up paired with Clover, and we'd go through the green door. On the other hand, if I chose C, we'd be going through the blue door with Alice. So which one did I want? I decided to go with... Honestly, let's go with Alice, because I know she's gonna be pissed off. I like to take option C. We'll take Alice in the blue door.
Are you dense?
Yes.
What on earth makes you think I'd be willing to do that?
Because video game.
There's no way in hell. I'm not going anywhere with you. You betrayed me in the last AB game. I don't pair up with assholes.
Wow, okay.
1 minute remains until chromatic.
Oh no, what are we going to do? We don't have much time left. Sigma, please, can't you reconsider?
I didn't really have a choice. There was no way I'd be able to physically force Alice to come with me. At least not in less than a minute. Fine. In that case. Ah, okay. Clover. I want option A. We'll take Clover and go through the green door.
What gives you the power to just decide that?
Protagonist.
Fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
Yeah, when you start talking about it.
That'll have to wait. Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh. Now I'm curious.
Good.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any other objections? Okay, that's it then. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Temioji, Dio, and Alice headed toward the red door, while Kay, Quark, and Fee made their way toward the blue one. The gaping maw of the green door bounced in front of me as Clover, Luna, and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Cat.
Huh? Is this a dead end? All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah.
There's some kind of device over here. I wonder what it is. It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Clover, try pulling that lever.
Why do I have to do it?
It might be dangerous. I was hoping you could just wrap your hands around it and give it a good jerk. It is kind of big, but I'm sure you can handle it. Just be gentle, what the fuck?
This doesn't seem like appropriate workplace behavior.
I agree, Clover.
You're kind of grossing me out.
Valid. I know you probably still think of yourself as just a girl, but you have to become a woman some.
You're not making it any better.
Yeah, you're really not, Sigma. Please stop making me speak these words.
Why don't you do it?
If you can't take it, then maybe Luna can. Hello. Have you done this before? You just start at the base and work your way up, and then give it a good tug once you get to the top.
What? What is wrong with you?
A lot.
If you're so desperate to give that lever a good time, why don't you do it yourself? Just leave me and Luna out of your sick fantasies, you creep.
Yeah. Fine. But I won't like it. I sighed heavily and flipped the switch with as much languid disdain as I could manage. As if Luna would get the joke. Fair. Luna's so lost in what's going on, man.
Oh, one of the doors opened. Yeah, just the one on the left. We might as well go through it.
Yeah. Maybe we should try flipping it one more time, though. I think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover. Just do it real fast. It'll only take a second. Just up and down once.
Ugh, you are disgusting.
Why is Sigma like this? Can we just stop? Can we get rid of him? I don't want him anymore. Huh. Huh, indeed.
So this is the archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but... Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so... archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
It's just so funny how hard this game tries to make him out to be a pervert, but it's so rare that it feels like an out-of-character moment every time. Honestly, yeah. Maybe we can find some clues here.
I agree.
Alright, well, let's just split up and have a look around. Alonzi? Huh. Management number. What is this? It looks like some kind of chart. It says management number. What do you think it means? Well, pretty much the only thing anyone's gonna manage in this room is books. It's got the letters A, B, C, and D, and then the numbers 1 through 8 running vertically. Maybe it's referring to the bookshelves in front of us. Well, the bookshelf has 8 rows, and so does this chart. And there's a narrow bookshelf on either side, and wider ones in the middle. Yes, they're shaped just like the diagrams on the chart. Interesting. Hi, Lion. Isn't there something up there? What is it? I can't see from down here. Okay, looks like these books are in Latin. Can you read it? No. I'm sorry. You, don't need to apologize for that. What about you, Clover? Of course not. Okay. Is there a ladder? There does not appear to be a ladder. We need to get that lock off so we can open the box. As the puzzles go, it's pretty straightforward. We just need the right 5-digit number. Enter the correct numbers to open the lock. Click the dial and once to advance it by 1 notch. 5 plus 5 times 5? 5 plus 5 times 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. But I feel like that's not quite right. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 5 is 30. Ugh, no luck. Come on, he can do it. Nope, I don't understand the hint that well. A normal blue die. Notebook paper. And there are some faint lines on this paper. No, must be notebook paper. I don't see any notes on it, though. Blue ink. Can I combine that with the paper? Nope. Okay. Music box. There's no music coming from this music box. I guess it's just a box. I don't see a spring. Maybe we should check the movement. The movement? Sorry, movement means the internal pieces that actually make it work. Like the cylinder here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's been fixed in place with a Phillips screw. So that means we need a screwdriver. Wow. Okay. Noted. Well, we've taken everything off of the desk. All that's left is the desk itself. I checked it out, but I didn't find anything suspicious. And I'm not seeing anything underneath it either. Oh my god! Clover, don't move. Huh? Is there something wrong? I thought girls only did this pose in magazines, to see it in real life, and from behind no less. What's going on? I'm coming back out. Okay. Man, that was good. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing, just thinking out loud. I hate Sigma so much right now. Why do we have this gross version of him? He needs to stop immediately. Oh, there's a screwdriver. Cylinder. Just need to roll this across the paper. And there we go. Pattern transcribed. You found a report. Review it, visit the archive. Okay. Man, it's like I've done that in a different puzzle before. Weird. I'm a little confused, but I'm going to write this down anyways. Oh wait, I think I get it. Or, no, I don't. Never mind. I understand nothing. Different faces of a D6 die, yeah, but what I'm not understanding is how to use it. That's what I'm confused about, my dude. If you put things on both sides, then you can compare them, but... do we actually have anything to weigh? Well, the scale had a die and weight on it when we found it. We got 3 dice. I think we should be able to figure out what they weigh using this weight. You can place the dice by jogging them to where you want them. Pressing the check button on the scale will compare their weight. When the scale is activated, the check button switches to the reset button. Click the reset button to move on to another measurement. Once you're done weighing things, click the back button to leave. Okay, so the green die is greater than 50 grams. So is the blue. Okay, and the red one is equal. Okay, the blue one is greater than green. Okay, the blue one is also greater than 100 grams. Okay, so the green one is equal to 100 grams. So then, is the blue one greater than 200 grams? No, it's lighter than 200 grams. Yeah, of course, that's 150. Okay. So that means... I don't think the scale's gonna unlock a box when we fulfill a certain condition or something. It certainly doesn't look that way. I think all we're supposed to do with it is weigh things. Yeah, because we need to know the weights for this math problem. Because it's the blue, which is 150, then plus the green dye, which is 100, times the 50. Now it's a question of how Zero's Cape decides to do math. Hi Relix, yes, doors. So one way would be 250 times 50. But the other way is 5,000 plus 150, which is slightly easier to solve. By slightly, I mean significantly easier to solve. Okay. There's that one. Multiplication, then addition. There we go, unlocked. Good job. Let's open it. Oh, I wonder if this is someone's diary. Sounds like fun. Nothing on the cover. I wonder what kind of book this is. Let's open it up. I can't read it. I think this is Latin. It looks that way. Well, it's not a total loss. There's a bookmark at least. Maybe we should take that. Oh boy, we found a bookmark and it's in our archive. Or, yeah, it is in our archive. That's kind of funny. Oh boy. Well, I know exactly what that applies to. But what does that solve? What do we need the dice for? Where are we chucking these dice? There's a door there. Let's look through the leftmost column of shelves in the management chart. Huh, one of these things is not like the others. You're right, it's a different color. Let's have a look at it. The stairway? A nice blue hardcover book. I guess the title is The Stairway? Hey, there's something written on the back cover of this book. Ah, I see. Go up 0502. Interesting. And this book is different too. Maybe we should take it with us. Go up. The stairway. B06. Okay. Okay. Stairway. B. 0630. Yeah, A. I forgot to note that. A0502. Interesting. Here's another book that doesn't match. And that makes 3. And lion? Gasp. To the sun? Shocker. C0518. Is this the last odd book out? I think so. I double-checked all the shelves. Lion. D0703. This is the 8th row of bookshelf B. That would make it bookshelf B08. Okay, and shelf B08. And perhaps feeling a little dumb, as a treat. Is it this one? Yeah. What was that? I think it came from the other side of the wall. No, that wasn't the wall. I think it came from the bookshelf. What's happening? Go up the stairway to fucking lion. Okay, it sunk. I guess it was one of the trick bookshelves, or if you put the right thing in the right place, it does stuff. It's like a staircase. Well, if they were nice enough to give us stairs, I guess we should climb them. The top is a lot more narrow than I thought. Should I go? Well, with a big skirt like that, it might get kind of dangerous. Oh, if I just hike it up, I think I should be... And, I think there's somebody down on all fours, trying to not look like he's staring up toward the bookshelf. Sigma? What are you doing? I, lost a contact. You don't wear any. Ow. You climb. Okay. A doll? Okay, that's the only thing that's up here. I guess I might as well take it. Huh. Can't really go any further. This is a dead end. Are you done yet? Was there anything up there? Yeah, I'm heading back down now. So, did you find anything? No puzzles or anything like that. Just that stuffed animal? Yeah. That's a funny looking dog. Dog? I'm pretty sure that's a lion. This is a lion? It doesn't really look like one. Nah, it's a lion. Oh, hold on. There's a zipper on its back. Let's see what's inside. A memory card. Alright, I've got this blue memory card. And there's a blue slot in the stand. Let's see what happens when I put it in then. Meow. What's going on here? It's showing the dice. I wonder what the puzzle is. Well, there's only one way to find out. Roll the 6 dice and move them to where they need to go, choosing which die you would like to move by clicking it. You can roll it vertically or horizontally by clicking and dragging the mouse, or using the arrow keys. Okay. Well, I need a blue 6. At the top, middle. Oh, I see. Do I have to roll it over to where I want it to be? And it has to be on the number I want it? Oh god, that's complicated. Man, this sucks. Oh. Okay, I accidentally got the secret password. I'll take it, but... Go work, Sigma. That was amazing. The colors changed. Do you think... Well, let's take a look. Wait. Yeah, it's a safe password. Crazy concept, I know. Totally foreign idea. Is this... Yeah, it's the password to the safe. cool. However, secret password is colors only. I see. I didn't want that. I was so close to what I needed, man. That's frustrating. This is such a pain. I hate this puzzle and everything that it stands for. I hate this. I truly, absolutely fucking hate this, man. Go. Oh my god, I hate you. Go. Jeez. Go. Oh my god. Go the direction I want you to, you stupid fucking dice. Really? You're not even gonna be politely right where I need you? I hate it here. I did not sign up for this. There we go. Oh my god. I barely noticed I actually got it. No, you were fine. Awful. 0 out of 10. Putting in the same answer as before doesn't seem to do anything. What do you mean? Literally, what? What the actual fuck? Like... Huh? But I definitely had the right numbers, didn't I? For that one other attempt? I could have sworn I did. Like, the fuck? Like, I did not... Never mind that the mechanics for this puzzle in particular suck, too. Like, there's a lot wrong with this fucking puzzle in particular. Good job! Not that I know what I did different this time compared to that first attempt, but what fucking ever. Well, not the very first attempt, but, like, the second real attempt. I'm gonna have to pay attention when I'm video editing to figure out what the fuck went wrong. That's fucking frustrating. Excellent work. I think this is a different password. Yeah, it is. Good job, Clover. Is it your turn with a brain cell? Congrats. I guess as one of the orientations is off? Maybe. Which honestly just makes it more frustrating that, like, the colors is the safe like the secret password. I feel like it should have been just the numbers for the secret password. Because if you got the dice in the position, but you have, like, the numbers slightly off, you're fucked. You have to do the puzzle all over again. Whatever, it's done, and I will never have to do that puzzle ever again. At least that specific one. This is the safe, right? Yeah. And it's just like the other ones I saw in the AB room and the crew quarters. If you enter the right password, it should open up. I think. Awesome, it's open. Good job, Sigma. Secret file. Prisoner's dilemma. Apple and Banana committed a serious crime and were arrested. So they were accomplices. The police separated them from questioning and kept them from communicating. A detective visits each criminal and tells them the following. If neither of you spells the beans, you both get 2 years. If he clams up and you confess, you'll get 1 year and he'll do 15. But if you keep quiet and he gives it up, you'll do 15. Well, he does 1. So I bet you're thinking, well, what if we both rat the other guy out? Pretty simple, pal. You both get 10 years. This is the prisoner's dilemma. Do you betray your partner or stay silent? In the AB game, however, sometimes the most rational choice isn't always the best one. Animator bomb. This bomb uses the energy generated by the collision of particles and antiparticles. So how does this work? V explains. Imagine 2 types of matter that are exactly opposite, like male and female. When they're combined, what happens? According to quantum theory, their numbers add together to make 0, like 1 and -1, and they kind of disappear because they cancel each other out. They call that annihilation. But when they collide, they create something, like a baby. Except the baby is sort of pure energy, a lot of it. So in other words, an antimatter bomb makes an exploding baby. Does that make sense? Detonator. This is a device that will detonate an antimatter bomb. Technically, it's called a remote triggering detonation signal device, but that takes a really long time to type out, so we'll just use detonator. This particular device has two modes of operation, immediate and delay. Pressing the switch when you're less than a meter away from the bomb will trigger the immediate mode, and the bomb will detonate immediately. If you're more than a meter away from the bomb, however, pressing the switch will activate the delay mode, and the bomb will explode 30 minutes later. Cybernetic arm. A device originally created to weaponize genetically engineered psychic bears. Just kidding, it's actually an arm augmented for online sex chat. Not really. In truth, it's the arm from a mysterious libido-powered robot. I'm just messing with you. A cybernetic arm is actually a mechanical limb that you can control with your mind. Really. It has the titanium alloy for bones. And those are covered with ABT, artificial biological tissue. The ABT even has artificial nerves, so you can feel pain through it just like a real arm. It has veins that connect to the rest of your body, so if you inject medicine into a cybernetic arm, it'll flow to the rest of your body. Luna's necklace. The necklace Luna is never seen without has a cage containing a blue bird hanging from it. If you twist the key on the bottom, it plays music. Someone special gave it to her as a gift, and she says it reminds her of the following lesson. Search for happiness wherever you can, because the search itself is what makes you happy. 3 laws of robotics. The 3 laws of robotics were created by science fiction author Isaac Asimov, I definitely butchered his last name, and play a large part in his robot series. They're as follows. 1. A robot may never injure a human being, or through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Later on, Asimov also developed another preceding rule, known as the 0th Law, which first appeared in his story Robots and Empire. The 0th Law of Robots. 0. A robot may not harm humanity, or by inaction allow humanity to come to harm. Clearly, the 0th law, has priority over the first 3, so the first law would have the unwritten addendum, except where it would conflict with the 0th law. Whether or not 016 was aware of this law is unclear, but in any event, 016 did act in accordance with it. Wow. Have we gotten all the secret files? Almost. There's only one more left. Interesting. Anyways. Alright, we need to enter the password first. It is... Ha! It opened. Good. We're well done. So what have we got this time? First. A map. It says floor B. The one we found in the cabin said floor A. I saw to the map in the infirmary. And then that means floor A must be the top floor, right? We did come down here on the elevator after all. So it would seem. There's more stuff in there. Oh, I know what those are. Yeah, keycards. And these ones have moons on them. They must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about, then. And that means we can play the AB game. We got to, just like with the sun keys. As a pair, Luna and I should only need one. Then I'll take the other one. So. The floor of bottoms. So true. What's next? A piece of paper. It has something written on it. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. In other words, we can't all abstain. We have to vote. Anyway, what else is in there in the safe? Only one thing. A key. Is this the exit key? Looks like it. We can open the door. Yay! Let's go. Bloop. Presumably the lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Then here we go. 3, 2, 1. That would suck if 3 people were dead and they faced each other in the AB game, huh? I mean, if those 3 people were dead and had to face each other in the AB game, they're already dead. What's the worst that can happen? They die again?
Is this another warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it.
And just like the one on floor A.
There's graffiti on the wall here, too. It's something different, though.
Memento mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to 9th, but why?
Yeah. And that is weird.
What does it mean?
Well, I think memento mori is Latin for something like remember death, or don't forget your mortality. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just what it says on the tin.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
Yeah.
But what on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me.
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor? Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
Yeah, there's a big 9 on the other door. I guess that means this door isn't important.
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
Yep. Nothing. Not opening.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then? Fuck why, man? Why you like 7 letters?
From the other side, maybe?
The other side.
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white. Do you think they could be chromatic doors? There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. See, they got those little boxes. These must be the next set of chromatic doors we're supposed to go through.
But they're all the same color. Well, for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Dun dun dun, Dio.
45 minutes.
What? How the hell did that happen?
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us? Because Dio's an asshole.
We can ask them when we get there. Come on!
We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There's to attend Miyoji, Dio, and Alice. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Alice and I haven't done anything.
Dio apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
You got a problem?
Yes, you. Yes, I do have a problem.
Why?
Because you're a dick.
I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB
Can I
rooms.
skip this dialogue? Nope. Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes.
Quark.
It's Quark, you see.
He passed out.
What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly.
What?
Please, his condition could change. You should go.
Oh no.
The Miyoji show, blah 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 blah. We get the idea. We've done this so many times before. You know, the game doesn't agree and I can't skip through it.
Quark, come on.
There we go. In the archives. No, that was just piles and piles of books and papers. Nothing even remotely like medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
I totally forgot the pantry existed, not gonna lie. No one here, huh? Damn. Where did she go? No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. So this is the pantry, huh? Alice, Miyoji and Dio searched this room. Damn. Nothing here either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses like Quark did, nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, where Fee, Quark, and Kay had gone after passing through their door. The first thing I noticed when stepping inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tons of dread leaf underfoot. Tones. Well, the air outside had been dry and harsh, and here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Kay said, plants and stuff everywhere. Damn, she's not here either. This is bad. We've been searching for Alice for a while, and I'd found nothing. I hoped that nothing had happened to her, but... Any sign of bomb number 1? No? I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. That's different. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. It doesn't look like anybody's here. I should have a look into the rooms. Yeah, figures. She scalpeled herself. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to wobble, and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. And maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. Embedded in her chest was a scalpel. I was no doctor, but judging by the angle, it looked like it had pierced her heart. Had someone stabbed her? No. What if she...
We're all going to die. I'd rather die here!
No. No! Something in my brain snapped. Yarg, I'm a pirate. A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Game over. Curious. That's definitely been the most abrupt ending we've gotten so far, and we've been blatantly karate chopped. So did, like, getting that bad ending right there, like, give me the unlock? Interesting. Because you'd magically have the unlock for it. No one here, huh? Damn. Where'd she go? But suddenly the world shifted. Yeah, it did. Yeah, because now you know where Alice went. Wow. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I begun to adjust, it was gone. As if nothing had happened. But what was that? It was the same sensation I'd felt when I'd saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice, now. But where could she be? Damn it, Alice. Where are you? Crew quarters. What about the crew quarters? Yeah. Yeah! That has to be it. I set off at a dead run. Nyom. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel that I caught her in the middle of something. Like I'd caught her in the middle of something. Why can't I fucking read?
What are you doing here?
Stopping you. It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No. I need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. Pant, pant. Not the holy hand. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I had apparently caught myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something! There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical thingies. Buoyed? Buoyed? I don't know. By adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone.
Is this skippable?
You need...
Yes. Yes, it is.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh?
Huh?
What a lucky man you are.
What?
You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well... Actually, I was planning to let you make the decision.
God damn it, Luna.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up.
Um,
What?
if I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all three of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
But... Nope, it doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here, take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper we'd found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Here are some more AB game rules for you. No voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Got it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks Betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose Betray.
Fucking liar.
You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room, too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us.
Good.
That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yes. Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me.
I wonder why.
Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh! Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah,
Interesting.
if something does happen, Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes,
Even though I have 6 BP?
yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Fee and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those 2, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Fee and Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. Although I guess that doesn't really matter. D already opened one earlier.
then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms.
Minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the notary game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
There's what? What? What the hell is this? For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down on my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. And the liquid was coming from my hand. It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? That's one way to censor it. I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it. Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong. Very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma,
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll be honest, I seen the CG of his hand, like,
Round
pretty
2
early on.
of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Because a screenshot of it is like the top screenshots in the Steam community. But I don't know, somehow getting the context for it just makes it weirder.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filling out of the rooms as we did. Filing, I can read.
So you chose Ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Lena nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and opened my hand. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. I was only 22, what the fuck? Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult. But every single time, I'd bleed red, like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. I did my best to compose myself. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Ally, ally. Ally, ally. Ally. Ally.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
This is incredible! Look, everyone voted Ally! You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose Betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted Ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose Ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you alright?
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
A lot.
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke?
His bleeding out from his hand and having an existential crisis give the man a break. To be fair, they don't know.
You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed throughout the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game start. There is the Ambidex.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out toward him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand-tied it into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Fi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were. Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Okay. Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise, it's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Temioji and Kay quickly followed. In only moments, all 3 had disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. In the garden.
You know this place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
No.
Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible grinding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me.
Question mark?
Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tiltil and Midtil get asked to find a bluebird by this old woman. They travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story. And it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird.
Question mark?
In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Tiltil and Mittil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Tiltil.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice. Didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. there wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
I see. For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory to get from someone in a nut house. Still. My hand was still using white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being, or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh, yeah, I've heard of those before. That's just an ideal, though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed. I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Fee?
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. Bush time.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Ah, the bomb. Shit. This is...
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're dealing with the combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. But we were the bushes.
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Temioji. Kay and Dio. And of course, Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. You never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane. Wait, you never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago? I feel like that's not getting the point that they wants to get across. Alright, everybody, listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there's probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Wait,
Huh?
you only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. Like, I know who did it. The words rolled out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I knew who set the bombs. That person. That person is you. Dio.
Come on, what is this?
Cool, we could skip that. So... Well, fuck you too, buddy. We still don't have all the bomb passwords, so...
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy.
Oh.
The password for bomb number 2 is...
Let's go, we finally have the password for bomb number 2.
EQD DYR NTK.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Exactly why he gave us that one.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device.
True.
Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything?
Yeah.
To the next world, of course.
No. Wait. I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming me get to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight onto it and kept his arm pinned.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey! I'm not fucking...
Oh cool, we can skip that too. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
Alright, no point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario, we'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Fee turned without waiting and headed for the door. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here, you go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
Oh, I see. Well, I meant I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page. Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it in there recently. There's no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere, rather. I'm so good at that, guys. Luna, you're still here?
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't gonna mean a lot of if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me. So I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
She turned and headed toward the exit. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it. Analyze my body. POV, you're an item of getting checked out. I don't know, it just looks like a barcode scanner. I'm sorry. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well... it says you're not a robot. You're human.
I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
What?
You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had a really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did someone replace my arms? Wait, okay, let's say you're right and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Damn. Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right. But not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's,
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time. I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. We've only got a minute left.
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
Is this gonna be the user ID? I feel like this is gonna be the user ID. I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen. Because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention.
Paying attention.
This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
I will write it down physically. Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion
Yep, this is the
devouring sun,
user ID. Let's
remember,
go.
GTF DML016. With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Wait, it says key, so is the other one the ID? Yeah, first gate. Okay, so... Because K said second gate. Just saying first gate. Okay, so I think, yeah. This is the user ID and the other one's the password.
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer. Boom, explosion. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Sigma ending. Wow. Interesting. That makes me wonder what was gonna happen if we did betray Clover. Oh yeah, the reason why... Okay, we have a decent amount of unlocks now. I think the main reason why you can't go back to that other one with the bombs is because, we know there's a zero bomb, and that hasn't been found yet, so... Sigma ending. Fake arms, bro. Explodes, basically. Let's go back here and betray Clover, because I don't feel like it's gonna be very long to get an ending from that. Let's see. Let's find out.
2 minutes.
What are you going to do? I mean...
You knew Luna knew more than she let on, even suspect her of being 0-bit, but like... Yeah... I mean... I don't think she's 0, or at least she's not 0 Senior. Because we've seen 0 Senior in the Tenmyoji ending. I'm actually pretty sure that's Santa. But I'm guessing what Sigma said about, like, Luna seeming not quite human in the ending that we just got is gonna tie to the fact that the other ending where the user ID and password is relevant is for Luna's ending specifically, so... Anyways, we stepped out of the AB room. I could see others filing out of the rooms as we did.
Why?
I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid. What was it? Some kind of discharge? Blood? No. It couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Huh? Don't you want to see the results?
Why? I already know what they're going to be.
Her usually warm personality seemed to have gone cold. Whether it was because I'd chosen betray or because she'd noticed that something was wrong with my body, I couldn't say.
Excuse me.
And with that, she was gone. Interesting. I turned back to the projection. With heavy steps, I headed toward Kei, Dio, and Tenmyoji.
Results, please stop.
Ally, betray, ally, yeah. Checks out. And Sigma's the only one with 9 points.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet.
What the hell?
Sigma has 9 BP?
See? I told you! The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
What the hell are you doing? Clover isn't even voting!
I have misjudged you. I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betray of my own volition. But had I really? Had I really pressed that button of my own free will? The more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button. Perhaps it had been fear. I was scared by the white fluid that had appeared on my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point, and I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequences. If I got out, then the nightmare would be over. And that's all it was, right? A nightmare. It couldn't be real. White blood was insane. Impossible. And that was when I looked up and saw the others staring at my hand. Shit. I quickly put my hand behind my back, but it was already too late. They moved toward me like wolves, closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Not human?
No. What did you say? Of course I'm human. I'm 100% human.
Then explain that white stuff.
I swear to God I have no idea what it is. You have to believe me.
I'm afraid you're not being very convincing.
No, you're one to talk. We can't even see you. You could be a robot. Maybe that's not even a suit. That's just you. Robot you.
No. That seems extremely unlikely. However bad my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity. I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
They probably just programmed you to think that.
Alright, It's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged. We should take him down.
I agree.
Damn.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash. I didn't have a choice. I just spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No, I don't think so!
Shit. Let go. Let go of me. I was no match for all 3 of them. Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor, pinned. The desperation was only getting stronger, however, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. God damn it, you have to let me go. This is all some kind of mistake. A misunderstanding. It's a conspiracy.
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white? You're a funny guy.
Stop trying to get away. It's over.
Shit. Get off me. Let me go.
If you won't calm down, then you leave me no choice. I'd hoped we could avoid this. Try not to struggle too much.
No. Don't. Irk. And the first thing I felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. K must have suffocated me. My head felt like it'd been stuffed with cotton, and I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long had I been out? My foot bumped into something, and I looked down to see the injection gun. A glass vial labeled Soparil was still attached to it. The anesthetic. After choking me, they made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time. Where is everyone? I glanced around the room. It was empty, except for me. It took me a moment to realize what was especially odd about that. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. 2 other things, 2 other very important things were also gone. My bracelet, and my left hand. For a long moment, I just stared, dumbstruck. What I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. But there it was, a smooth cross-section of my arm where a hand should have been. A thick white liquid dripped slowly from the stump. What is this? Oh god. Yarg. I'm not screaming, I'm sorry, Sigma. Have fun. The scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. And then after that, nothing. Game over. Wow, they just took his arm. Damn. Heartless. Okay, can maybe knock out this one. 5 minutes of life.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. I could just do this silly thing.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand? There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What the hell was that? I have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. And of course my arms were artificial. Titanium alloy bones with an ABT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. Nor did I know when my human arms, which I distinctly remember having, had been replaced. In that flash of Luna I'd seen. I was certain that had never happened. And those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I called up all the strength I had left and stood one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Okay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Want to come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Don't worry about me. Go. You have to get outside and call for help.
But...
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
He began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed a lever and threw it down.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please, do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But... just you, Kay.
Huh?
As Dio turned to look at me, I crouched. Then calling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before he could get back up.
Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Oh, god damn it! Let me go!
He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, it didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot!
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight through the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough! Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Alright. See you later, Dio.
idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
No. I'm going to live.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
The announcer's voice grated on the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed. And then nothing.
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Perhaps. Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
Gus.
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Right. Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
So, where is he now?
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm?
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Or rather, I looked down at where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub, wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me. I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Oh yeah. How's Quark?
I'm right here.
Quark. Man, I'm glad you're alright. You feeling better?
Yep. Thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma.
No.
You saved my life.
It seemed they'd shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew how I'd made a deal with Dio, and about the journal we found with Aladdin in it. Clover and Fee seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Yeah. Fee and I have already gone over it, but... I explained what I'd noticed. 1. If we were in a shelter for uninfected people, why had Quark been infected? Any place designed to keep a virus like that out would have a lot of safeguards to keep anything from getting in. Had the virus really bypassed all those measures? It didn't seem likely. 2. The timing of our abductions and the pandemic's outbreak was strange. It would make sense if we'd been rescued after the disease had become widespread, but that wasn't what had happened. First we'd been abducted, then the pandemic had broken out. I can't fucking read. 3. We didn't know why Zero had put us in the notary game. If we were survivors he wanted to protect, Then why try and kill us? If we were in a shelter, why wasn't it safe?
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the pandemic. I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time.
Who on earth would make people he rescued play a game where they could die just because he was bored?
Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet.
What?
You're the only one who's gotten injected so far. And when you did, it was only Soparil.
What are you saying? That what I did at the number 9 door was all pointless?
No, that's not what I mean. That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubercularine in the bracelets. The Atom's analysis confirmed it. But what if the Atom is lying? If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie.
You made it up?
No. My translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a lime.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the time.
How do you make that mistake?
However, I do think Clover has half a point.
Meaning?
That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense. Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all up. Right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered species? Does that mean we're supposed to repopulate the planet?
Repopulate? I looked around and did a quick inventory. Four women, an old man, and a kid. That meant I was the only young, fertile male. Repopulation, huh? That didn't sound so bad. If that was the case, maybe there wasn't any reason to escape. If the newspaper and the journal were right, then the world outside was crawling with a deadly virus. Why would we go expose ourselves to that? This would be the safest, happiest place on Earth.
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
8?
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero Senior?
Yeah, you're right. We never even considered that.
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense. Maybe she wasn't murdered. Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with Radical 6? And killed herself?
But we didn't find a knife or any kind of weapon in the AB room with her.
Maybe she was killed somewhere else. And then someone carried her in there.
What? That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something.
Sure, okay. We looked down at the body of the old woman. Fee was the first to move. Quietly and methodically, she began to examine the woman and her clothes. They just stood there. Even if she was dead, especially because she was dead. I just didn't feel right touching her. After a few silent minutes, Fee suddenly stopped. She pulled something from one of the old woman's sleeves and held it out toward me. A card?
Looks like an ID card for this place. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is hers.
Huh. Looks like her name is Kurashiki. Kurashiki. Ever heard of it before?
Nope. You?
Nope. And anything on the back? Pass equals jumpy doll. Oh. Huh? There's something written here. It says jumpy doll.
Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy doll is a password of some sort.
What the hell does that mean?
Beats me.
It looks handwritten. She must have put it on here herself so she wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
We were still looking the card over when I heard a commotion from the other part of the room.
Alice! What's wrong? Alice! Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Fee and I turned around and gasped.
Damn it!
We ran to the other end of the room and skidded across the partition. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. She didn't seem stable. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. The look on her face was all too familiar. Quark. She looked just like Quark had before. Can I say? Nope. What that meant.
Goodbye.
Her hand moved, lifting the scalpel up high in the air, then driving it down toward her heart. Oh, you're just gonna end like that? Okay, fine. Sheesh. And that's the Quark ending. Yippee. The fuck? But as far as character endings go, all that's left is Luna and Fee. I think Fee is probably technically the true ending or branches off. Like, either branches off from the true ending or is like part of the true ending. So I guess we'll be doing at least the Luna ending next time. I guess it kind of depends on how long that takes. Well, it seems like there's a lot for the other two, so we'll see what happens next week, but we're almost done. Let's plop ourselves over here. And save. And we'll be back here next time. Yippee. Well, that's exciting and fun-filled. I don't know, do you guys have any thoughts to share about the happenings? A lot happened. It's kind of weird that we're almost done. It feels like we've been at this for so long. That was a lot. Yeah, it really was a lot. For real, for real. Things did indeed happen. Things truly did happen. You are right. Correct. Thank you guys so much for joining. I do appreciate all your support as always. I do feel like this is kind of short, but like, I don't know, we got to a really good stopping point, and I am frankly tired. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Zero Escape will wrap itself up, because I guess we're doing that soon, TM. I'm also looking forward to seeing how Luna's ending will be. It's been a long time coming since that was almost going to be the first ending that we were going to get, but no, there's so much to unlock requirements, we have to almost finish the game. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how it all gets wrapped up and stuff, and all the other little twists and shit, finding out who Zero is and stuff. I'm sure there's a lot to learn. It's cool, Luna's is worth it. I mean, we're completing the game. Luna's always worth it. I see. Are you biased, perhaps? Betray Luna. Okay. Well, a little bit biased. Luna's literally the best character in this game. I see. I'm still a little partial to Clover, but that's bias from the last game too. Though I definitely preferred Clover in the previous game. But we'll find out more later. I don't have any thoughts in my head, which is probably another good reason why I'm ending stream now. And I will catch you all next time, be it tomorrow or next week, whenever you are next available to join me. I look forward to seeing you in chat. But anyways, until next time, bye bye everyone.